Welcome back, everyone. This is King's Playroom, and today we are playing my favorite deck. It is Eldlich, the Golden Lord, and it is great. I love to play this deck. I love traps and spells, and this deck is great for those because that's kind of the majority of the deck. So here we go. Let's hop on in. Boom. Now, I did actually have to make this video a couple days ago, and I couldn't do a live because kids and noise, and I had to wait for them all to be gone, but I saved it because this was actually a pretty fun matchup, and I fidget a lot, so careful. I do move the cards while I'm waiting. I just switch back and forth, and at about this point, I realized that I'm playing a mirror match, and I love mirror matches. I love to play against other Eldlich decks just to see how mine compares. No, and I'm going to activate Maxi. Maxi's not going to do a whole lot of good here because it doesn't special summon all too much. I wasn't 100% sure that there was a mirror at this point, but I was, like, pretty sure. But we're going to start off with this Black Awakening. Grab an Eldlich from the deck. Because my main goal is to get all three of them out of the deck because a lot of the cards want them in the graveyard or the hand, so I want them out of the deck as fast as I can. We're going to start with the Black Awakening. And he activates Sanguine. Of course, this is when I knew for sure that it was a mirror. I am going to get rid of Maxi here because it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. Like, he's not going to special summon a lot, so I thought I'd grab the value while I could. I knew he was at least going to summon the one. So I was going to draw at least one card, which was good enough for me. The Golden Lord. Not as good as mine, though. Even though they're the exact same card. But we're going to grab one of my Golden Lords out of the deck. Boom. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Eldlich in my hand here. And I'm going to get rid of his Eldlich. I'm going to discard the Skill Drain. Because Skill Drain's not so good in this matchup. We're going to get rid of his Eldlich because a lot of his traps are better while he has a Golden Lord. So I want to get rid of that as soon as I can. And this guy thinks a lot. He thinks a lot. Alright. Come on. Think less. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even do anything here. He's just thinking. Yep, there goes Eldlich. Alright, we're going to set these three face down. And we're actually going to activate Eldlich from the graveyard. So I can special summon it. Getting rid of this Guardian because Guardian's not so useful here. But I can banish it at end phase and get something that's more useful. But we're going to pop down this Eldlich from my grave. And give it an attack buff. Buff it up to 3,500 instead of 2,500. And smack him in the face. Another Golden Lord. Da-da-da. Alright, here we go. And he activates Conquistador, which really makes me glad that I got rid of his Golden Lord so he couldn't get rid of one of mine. And I get to draw an extra card off that. So, it's a win-win. Thanks for that Max C. I got 2 draws out of it. In this matchup, I'd say that's really good. And he activates Lost Wind here, which is nice. It cuts my original attack, which is important because I have that 1,000 point buff. If it was current attack, I wouldn't have been able to kill his Conquistador, but since it specifically said have the original attack, I got the keep the 1,000-point buff and still was able to kill the Conquistador. But I think that's it. That's it for my turn. And we're going to banish the Guardian from the graveyard. And grab a Sanguine, so I can get the last Eldlich out of my deck. Now in this position, it does look really favorable for me, and I'm enjoying where we are at the moment. And he activates an Eldland, a cursed Eldland, which I don't really want to let him resolve because I don't want him to be able to search. So I activate my Golden Land Forever. We're going to get rid of the weakened Golden Lord, even though it has protection from spell effects. We're going to get rid of his cursed Eldland. I just don't want him to be able to search cards. I know it costs him life points to do so, but I don't want him to have that kind of power right now. And since the effect was negated, it doesn't get to activate its other ability from the graveyard, which I double check. Yep. I'm feeling really confident at this point. He banishes Sanguine. Nothing I really want to do at the moment. I forget what he grabs. Let's see, what does he grab? He grabs a Conquistador. Alright. Which he still doesn't have a Golden Lord, so I'm not too worried about at the moment. He's trying to grab his Eldlich, gets rid of Conquistador, which surprises me. But we're going to activate Ice Dragon Prison to try to grab the Golden Lord out of his graveyard so he doesn't get to do it. And then he just wasted 2 cards, which is kind of why I enjoy it. Oh. It's kind of why I enjoy Ice Dragon Prison, but then Solemn Judgment. So, that didn't quite work out for me. But it was a good attempt. If that wasn't Solemn Judgment, if it was something else like a Yugioh or another Guardian, it would have been great. But it didn't quite work out that way. And now he's got a buffed up Eldlich. Of course he does. And now he gets rid of mine. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to activate Sanguine at end step. And grab my last Eldlich out of the deck. Say hello to my other Golden Lord. And let's see, what does he grab with his Conquistador? Another Sanguine. Alright. Now I know he has 4,000 less life points than I do, but he's still in a better position at the moment. And I activate Yugioh just to banish one of his traps out of the grave so he can't use it. So he can't banish it for something else. Resource denial. Get rid of that other Conquistador. I draw a Guardian. Not really what I want to do. Banish the Black Awakening. And also banish the Sanguine while we're at it. I think I grab a Conquistador here, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to grab Conquistador with Eldlich on the field. And then we'll banish the Black Awakening and grab another Golden Land. And now I should have played the Guardian first and gotten rid of that, but the Huaquero is fine because it already used its ability. I always debate the XYZ summon, and I very rarely ever do it. But I want to get rid of his Eldlich. That can't be destroyed by card effects at the moment, because it can still be destroyed by battle. And it opens up a free attack, which I choose not to take because of the Sanguine. I forgot. So I just switch my Golden Lord to defense mode and end my turn. And I get to banish the Huaquero out of my grave. And I actually grab a White Destiny instead of a Sanguine, which I think most people would have grabbed a Sanguine, but all my Golden Lords are out of my deck, so it doesn't really matter which one I grab, because they can both summon it, just from different places. So I'm not too worried about which one I grab. You know what I mean? Alright. Come on. What you got? Discard Eldlich. And a skill drain because it's not so good in this matchup. I debate activating my Golden Land, but it's going to get rid of it anyway, and if I activate it, then I'm going to get rid of my Golden Lord, and I don't really want to do that, so I just let it slide. I mean, it's the same result either way, only I end up with one less monster. So I didn't really see the benefit in doing that. At least while he's taking all this time to think, I get to listen to the music. I mean, listen to that. I like it. I enjoy it. Can't banish anything from his graveyard. I go check that out. Huaquero actually is a nice card in this matchup because it does banish. He just passes. He passes, so I activate my elixir. Eldlich. Grab one of these bad boys. Boom. And now, if he can't do anything, I'm pretty sure I got the game right here. I don't remember what that face down card is. Or I don't even remember if I've seen it, but I do have a Conquistador. So I'm not too worried. Tribute doesn't really help me right now. Banish the White Destiny. Grab another Conquistador. I mean, you gotta act like the game's still gonna go on after this point, so just in case something goes wrong. And before I activated this, I really should have set the Torrential Tribute. But I got rid of the Guardian. And a Sanguine. Alright. But I really should have set that Torrential Tribute so I could have gotten rid of that to get my Golden Lord back. But, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, right? Boom. And a scoop! Yeah!